Hey there, my name's Bryton Johnson. I'll be the lawyer that's taking your case today. How are you?
Good, nice to meet you, Bryton.
Good. You seem a bit flustered. Would you like me to get you a glass of water before we start?
No. I just really want this over and done with as soon as I can, thanks.
Okay, I just want to let you know that the clock has not started yet, so none of this intro time will be billable to you. I'm just going to talk to you about what you can expect from coming to a lawyer, confidentiality, that most things that you say here I cannot tell any of my colleagues or anyone else. And I want to get to know you more so to help put you at a bit of ease.
Okay, that's good, thank you.
Okay, so how did you get here today?
Yeah, I drove, it was really good. Your secretary gave us directions and we got to park underneath directly, so that was really stress-free. That was really good, thanks.
Okay, so do you live around here?
We live on the other side of the city. I just normally don't come over to this side, so it was really good to not have to worry about parking and just get here.
Oh, that sounds great. Okay, so you do seem a little bit stressed. What have you come here to see me about?
Oh, look, I've come here to see you about, I've been charged with possession, and I really want this to be handled as quickly as possible, and I really want it over and done with. My boyfriend and I just really want to get on with the rest of our lives.
Okay, so before we get into any advice or proceedings, I just want to let you know what you can expect from coming to a lawyer. So
Okay.
all solicitors, we work under the Uniform Act. So it's a set of standards which have been put on all of us, which you can expect to receive when you come to a lawyer. You can expect for me to be honest and courteous in all of our dealings. You can expect me to deliver my legal services to the best of my ability. And that means that I'll avoid any conflicts of interest.
Yep.
So if I have any equity in any businesses in this case, or if I know anyone personally affected, it will affect how I can handle this. So
Yep.
I'll withdraw myself. I will always try and maintain my professional appearance throughout this, and I will follow all of your lawful and proper instructions.
Okay.
So your wishes, as you express to me, will be completely dealt with, and I will follow what you wish to be done.
Okay, cool, thank you.
Are you aware of the confidentiality or the extent of confidentiality between a lawyer and their client?
I know a little bit, but can you let me know some more?
Okay, so most things that are said here between us that relate directly to the matter are completely confidential, so that I cannot tell any of my colleagues. I can't release that information to any businesses, any politicians, any news outlets, anything, unless for three main exceptions. That you give me your explicit written permission, so you either pen a letter with a signature, an email with a signature and give it to me, or if a search warrant or specific point of legislation, so something that Parliament has put into place, means that I have to give it over, or if at any point during this you give communication to me that would be illegal or lead to a crime happening. So under that, pretty much a majority of what will be said will be completely confidential.
Okay.
So what sort of brings you here today?
As I said, I've been charged with possession of drugs, and I really just want to plead guilty, and I really just want to get that over and done with as quickly as I can, with as low fuss as possible, and then get on with the rest of my life if I can.
So what led up to you being charged with possession?
Look, my boyfriend and I went away to a music festival. There was a raid at the music festival, and I was found with drugs in the pocket of my jacket. So that's sort of why I'm here.
Do you know how they got there?
Well, at the time I didn't.
Do you suspect anyone of placing the drugs on you?
I don't suspect, I actually now know.
Okay.
Now, you did say all of this is in confidentiality.
Unless you tell me or this leads to a crime, nothing that is said here will leave this and my reporting.
All right, well, They actually were my boyfriends.
Okay.
I didn't know at the time they were his. When it was raided, I even told the police. I didn't know
Okay.
who had the drugs. But when we got home, my boyfriend admitted they actually were his. And he actually put them on me when the raid was happening, because he was scared that if they were found on him, there might be repercussions for him.
Well, doesn't that make you feel angry or upset? Why are you coming forward here planning on pleading guilty?
Look, at first I was very, very angry. Felt a little bit framed. But when we talked about it, he explained why. He's at the very end of his law degree. He's got a clerkship. He's going to go places.
Okay.
And if he was found with that on him, it would ruin his life. And he's actually looked after me. I'm doing my study as well. He's in a better position in his life than I am, and he's helped me economically, and I actually do really, really love him and care for him, and I don't want him to be penalised for a silly mistake when that penalty on my record really won't mean as much. It really won't ruin my whole career. And I think I owe him this. You know, he's looked after me, his family's helped looked after me, and I sort of think I owe him a bit.
So you feel indebted enough to plead guilty even though you know that they're not your drugs?
Look, I know they're not my drugs, but the shitstorm that would happen for him and for me and his family if I don't do this would probably mean the end of our relationship, and I love him so much. It's very little risk for me to do this.
You're aware that a criminal record and this charge will impact you in the future. You're aware of this?
Look, I'm aware that it will go on my record, but I think that it will do me less harm on my record than him on his record, and I really think that his family's done the right thing, and I think and he's done the right thing by me, and this might sort of bring us closer together as a family.
So I'm just going to sort of read out the main points from your story, and can you correct me if I get anything wrong?
Yep.
So you went to a music festival with your boyfriend?
Yep.
You were raided by the police and had drugs found on you?
Yes, correct.
You believe that these drugs are your partner's?
Yeah, because he told me they were.
Okay, and you wish to plead guilty so that it won't harm the relationship between you and him?
Correct, and also that he and his family won't get the exposure associated with their family name and a drug possession charge.
Okay, so it seems to be quite a confronting thing. So I will follow all of your instructions. I will outline the costs of that moving forward, but it's good to see that we have got the facts of your case and how you feel down at the moment. If there's anything I can do before we move on to more of the specifics, please let me know.
I just want people to not know they were his. I just want to plead guilty and make this go away.
Okay, thank you.
Thank you.
Cut it.
Alright.